In this video, I want to show you a little bit about the Wizard. The Wizard is an interesting character because she's not very powerful in terms of physical damage. As you can see, she wears very little armor, and as a result, you can't take very many hits. So in combat, you need to be careful not to take too many hits, especially direct hits that could lead to significantly higher damage than you can take. What she does excel at is dealing large volumes of burst damage from far away. So this particular wizard is level 6, which means we've unlocked 3 skills among a variety of... We have 3 different options here, 2 each for the primary and secondary. What I've chosen is Shock Pulse, which gives me a mild area of effect to the front of her, and Arcane Orb, which is a significantly more powerful attack than Ray of Frost, which is more of a crowd control ability. The reason I've changed from Ray of Frost to Arcane Orb is because Frost Nova provides an area of effect freezing spell. One thing you want to keep in mind as you level up is sometimes an older spell will become more powerful as runes are unlocked at various levels. So in this case, for Magic Missile, Charge Blast was unlocked just before, so you get greater damage for the same attack. That is a good option if you wanted to stick with single target damage. I want this as an area of effect to hit multiple enemies, so I'm going to keep it as is for now. When we go to attack enemies, we want to stay as far away as possible. Because we don't have pets for this particular class, it's important that you keep a decent amount of range between you and your enemies, and pick them off one at a time. Don't try to take on too many enemies at once, and make sure you use your most powerful attacks as they're available. In this case, that would be Arcane Orb, but as you can see, it uses up arcane power, so we have to be careful not to use too much. Okay, so there's a rather large pack there, but we're going to take them on a little more slowly because we don't have the power to go in and take them out all at once. Okay, so when we get in a little bit closer, freeze everybody, and then back up and hit them with these powerful attacks. So you're going to be doing a lot of running in and then running back. Or kiting, as it's called. Another thing you'll notice about this particular character is that if I choose to leave this Magic Missile spell as the Shock Pulse skill instead, when I run out of arcane power, which I use for Arcane Orb, she'll shoot arrows with the bow that I've equipped. This allows me to continue dealing damage in a physical manner with a bow that has the same, whatever damage level it has. So always make sure to upgrade your weapons, despite the fact that most of your attacks will be with magic. Later on, when you unlock followers, such as the Templar, you'll be able to do a lot more with your character, as he can go in and kite the enemy for you. As you can see, when the arcane power runs out, she shoots arrows instead. In terms of characters, the Wizard is not necessarily the hardest to use, but early in the game she offers the most challenge, especially if you're new to the game or if not before you use a ranged character. So in this particular case, you're going to want to make sure that you understand exactly how she works and that you don't try to run in when you don't have the necessary power to do so. In that case, I was able to kill 3 relatively high-level characters, or mobs, quickly, from distance, without taking any damage. because I started from far enough away and didn't get in too close. And that's pretty much what you're going to be doing with the wizard for most of the time. As she levels up, you're going to get even more powerful spells and skills, which allow you to deal significantly larger volumes of damage. It might not seem like it at first, but later in the game, you can take out anything from rare mobs to bosses with just a handful of attacks. And that is the wizard at a glance. Again, this is just a low level, but as you level up, all these things you're learning here are going to become in handy, and we'll teach you how to use the character more effectively. One thing I wanted to mention as well, it's just a matter of character use, is that when you do get far enough away from a mob, make sure you hold down the shift key so that you don't accidentally start walking towards that mob. This will keep you from moving and allows you to perform attacks even when there's nobody there to target. So it allows you to do damage from far away even if you can't quite see the enemy. As you level up, this character becomes a lot more versatile. So that's it for this early of a level on the wizard. Enjoy, and make sure you pay close attention to your health and your potions, and level up your skills and your armor whenever possible. There isn't a lot of leeway with this particular class in terms of the damage you can take.